Hi everybody, Nat here, and I'm truly excited to be here today with Sally Claridge, who is an amazing healer. She offers energy healing, she does light language, and she's all about the true power of love. So yeah, Sally, I'm really excited to have this conversation with you today where we're going to talk about more about what you do, and we will also give everybody a bit of a taster of what it is that they do, so you can actually experience firsthand or first experience healing of Sally. So welcome, Sally.
Thank you so much, Nat. It's really lovely to be here, and thank you for the invite. It's always lovely to be able to talk more about love, to be able to talk about our healing and who we truly are and how we can help ourselves move through these interesting times, as well as so many people, especially women, are beginning to wake up. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to today and to sharing the healing.
Yeah, absolutely. It is such interesting times. And I've been a client of yours for, well, we met about 4 years ago. And I've been a client of yours and experiencing your healings over the past few years. And when I joined one of your healing portals last year. And for me, that really kickstarted a big journey of self-discovery. Like it just, I don't know what it opened up, but it opened up a lot. And yeah, like I just was able to see so much more of my own truth and what I actually needed to work on. And lately I've been, what we're going on right now, I've been, going into experiencing your healings, and still every single time, people go like, oh yeah, I'll just have a healing once in a while. But I feel like we cannot have enough healing. And every single time I still experience some sort of opening, more calmness, more connected to myself, and some sort of a release. So it's very powerful what you do, and I'm so grateful to have what you offer and to have you in my life, because I have to say it's actually been life-changing.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. Thank you. And I think it's really wonderful that you share that, because so many people go into healings and they have their own personal experience, but then they don't know how that relates, or what was it like for somebody else, or was it my imagination, or how is that actually going to help me in my everyday life? So I think it's really lovely to hear everybody's experiences. And the wonderful thing about coming into the energy that I channel, and I call the collective conscious energy star beings, because it's a very galactic, very powerful, very deep energy. And everyone that comes into the energy is having their own personal individual experience and healing and connection with that energy, because we're all different, because we're all moving through our own journeys. We have our own challenges, we have our own health issues, we have our own emotional issues. And so what happens is this energy comes in and works personally, directly with whoever's there with me. And this is why at the end of even group sessions, everybody is sharing something different. Mm-hmm. And I think that's so powerful, because it's not a blank healing. It's not a blank, oh, you just go in and you feel lovely and relaxed afterwards. This energy really does create a powerful shift within you for what you need.
And
it's conscious, it's aware.
And you feel it, like like you say, it's not just a bit of relaxation. I feel like every single time, and people I've spoken to that have had healings with you before, they all say, I could feel it really strongly. I could feel it shifting, I could feel the energy, or I would just go into such depth of my body that I've never been to before. And it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm always blown away by when people share their experiences afterwards, because I move into a deep trance. So I move into a state where I step aside and the energy comes in and uses my body as like an anchor and sort of like the earthly doorway to be able to connect with us in these denser realms. And so when I come out of trance, I've got no idea of what people have experienced or what was said or what happened. So again, it's a really wonderful chance for us to surrender into a higher consciousness, but to receive and be open to receiving something that we may not even know that we need. Our minds control our lives so much. You know, we're so mind-led. We're conditioned into thinking from the mind and doing from the mind. And this energy brings us back to our truth and back to our hearts and back into the power of who we are, back into the power of love. And for everybody, that's different. And yeah, it's such an honor. It really is such an honor to be able to bring this energy through for people. And I know it's my purpose. I know it's my path. And, you know, some people may think it's woo-woo or it's too way out there, you know, but if you think back, you know, even just a few years, we used to think that Reiki was the woo-woo and the weird, and now that's mainstream. So, and I truly feel there's such an awakening going up in the world today, especially amongst women who are coming into their power. And it is a really beautiful journey to come home to our hearts and to come home to who we are after being so conditioned into a patriarchal society.
And you know, I love what you say about, you know, really coming back to yourself, of who you are in your true essence. And I guess what you also channel is like the true power of love, not just some fluffy, oh yeah, you know, like the love. No, it's like the
don't
true
do fluff.
You don't do fluff, no. And I like that about you. So maybe you can tell us a bit more. What do you mean by the true power of love? Like, what is that all about?
Okay. So I've always had this I've never felt comfortable with the spiritual image of love, you know, because it means that it's always come across as sort of like saintly. You've got to be so good, you've got to be perfect and all loving, and oh, I love you so much, and oh, this and that. And to me, that has always felt overdone and a bit fake. You can instantly tell when someone is genuine and authentic, and they're giving you that hug where you can just feel that love. But that is still part of the human idea and concept of love. We see the love as our relationships, our feelings and emotions towards other people, or to our pets, our families, or Mother Nature, or our hobbies. But true love is our life force. It's an energy force. It's an intelligent energy force. And it's what flows through us, no matter what our beliefs around it, no matter what religion we are, no matter what language we speak, no matter if we're a millionaire or we're struggling through life. Love is our life force, and we are beings. We are spiritual beings of love and light. You know, light is our life force as well. So when we get out of our heads and stop identifying ourselves as Sally or Nathalie, Nathalie, who's the amazing intimacy and relationship coach, and Sally, who's the channel and healer, when we get out of our own way and out of our heads, we find ourselves in this place of love, which has no judgment, no expectations, nothing that can actually be described, because when you feel that love and you align with it, words and labels are superfluous. And this is what the star beings bring through. They bring through this experience of love. They reconnect you with your life force, with love. And when we start to embody this love and carry this high vibration through our everyday life, like when we've got to do the washing up, or we have to go to work, or the kids are driving us up the wall, or we have pets driving us up the wall, or the car doesn't work, or, you know, all of those very human everyday things that we go through. This love holds us in a place where we can actually respond in a way that's calmer, more accepting, more open, more fluid and flexible. There's more compassion. There's also more boundaries and self-honoring of what is right for us. So it's not a case of us suddenly all becoming loopy-loos and floating around the place. We actually become more self-empowered and deeply connected with who we are, and we really notice what resonates with us and for us in our life. And this is a waking up out of the human state into our true spiritual presence and awareness. So it's not just a healing, it is an awakening and transformational experience. And again, everybody will experience it and feel it differently according to where they're at in their life, and also how ready they are to step into that truth, because that's also not an easy thing, you know, when you know your life is going to change.
Yeah. You know what you just said, and I feel like that's really what I've been experiencing from your healings is I feel so connected and calm in myself. Like it's just, I don't know what shifted, but I just know it has shifted.
Yeah.
And I feel calmer about different situations, things I probably might have felt really stressed out about or worried about. I'm just like, you know what? No, because I feel I'm centered in myself.
Yes.
And there might still be, you know, I still have to deal with the situations, but I'm coming from a place of inner calmness versus inner turmoil or different fears. And I can just look at the deal with the situation, like there might still be fears and worries, but I just feel different in the way how I approach things because I feel calmer in myself. And this is really, as you spoke to us, like that's exactly what I've been experiencing. And,
that's beautiful. And I think being grounded is so important. You know, again, there's the thought, you know, if you're spiritual or you've got this high vibration and it's all about love, you're up there the whole time. It's like, whoa, you're all up there. But actually, to hold the higher vibration and bring that into your everyday life, you need to be so grounded, so real, and really being so self-aware as well. So the more up in the clouds you are, the harder it is to hold that high vibration and bring it into your everyday life, because you're all over the place, you know. But when you're grounded, that energy, that love helps you move, you know. And it doesn't mean that there's never going to be any challenges, because we're here as humans living the human experience. But we are definitely here to live the human experience through love and to bring love through our challenges, our celebrations, and our highs and our lows. So I feel it's a very powerful experience, and certainly a lot of the people that come into the channelings come away from them feeling empowered, more centered, more grounded, definitely more expanded, because our energy is open and we've raised the vibration. And how we then take that into our everyday life and how we incorporate that in our everyday life, again, is a personal choice.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I love that you, I've actually never heard of it before, but light language, and you're the person that introduced me to this. And actually now that I know, I see it every now and then popping up. People use it, like even like some very famous business coaches use it, and other people use it with a combination of other things. But I love the way how you bring light language through. And the first time I experienced it, like, whoa, like it almost hit me like a huge wave of like energy. I was like, whoa, and it just really got me into my body. And but yeah, probably a lot of people don't know what light language is about, and I know it's probably a bit hard to understand, and we're going to get a taste of this today, but maybe you can just elaborate a bit more about what people will expect or what they can expect from light language.
So light language, the star beings have been speaking through me for years now, but it's always come through as English. And I became more aware of light language probably a good year and a half ago. And I was a bit like, oh, I'm not sure, or can I do that, or is that really what the star beings are about? And there's very many different versions of light language. So a lot of it comes down to who you are, where your heart is, the energy that you carry through you. And I always felt that light language is the expression, it's the vibration, it's the frequency, it's the sound that really helps your body to shift and to be activated or to move. But our heads can't get in the way because we're not attaching to the words. So whenever the star beings speak and they're sharing their insights or their guidance for the group or for an individual, automatically we come out of that blissful state and we go, oh, what are they saying? Oh, and we start, oh, okay, and we start attaching to it. With the light language, because we can't make sense of the sounds, we stay in that space, in our hearts, in the energy, and it comes in, and you can feel it moving through you. So the light, there are, yeah, like I was saying, there's different versions of the light language. Everyone's is slightly different and unique because it's a personal expression from the heart, the universe speaking through you. Our galactic roots may be speaking through us. The one that I share has been described as universal Morse code, because it's very, it's quite staccato, it's very fast, it's very direct, and there aren't really any words in it. So some of the light language have an essence of language to it, but what comes through from them is very, it's really hard to describe.
You have to
But
experience it.
yeah, you have to experience it.
Yeah.
And I would say, later when people are listening and they're in the energy, you may get a bit of a, oh gosh, that's different, and find yourself going back to your head. And that's okay, because that's what always happens, especially the first time. But if you take yourself back into your heart and go, okay, I can't understand it, but I can feel it, and my body's responding to it, and there's things shifting and moving through me, and go with it, then the light language is doing its work, because it's bypassing our minds.
Yeah, I can't wait for people
I
to
hope that helps.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it makes complete sense. But I do feel like it's something that people also just have to experience, because again, like you said, the mind, it won't attach to something, so all you do is you just connect to the vibration and to the energy behind it.
The vibration, the frequency. It's all about the sound. And our body the majority of our body is water, and you look at how water absorbs the vibration of sound and the ripples that go through the water. There's so much research being done at the moment about the power of vibration, the healing. So it's just another form of healing, that our minds can't get in and confuse or doubt, or they can question, but our body feels it. And that's when we know we're experiencing a higher vibration that's coming in to assist us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Beautiful. So maybe we can get a bit of a taster of what you do, and so people can just obviously get a taster, and this will just be an introduction to what you do, because there's a lot that you offer. But I'm excited for people to get a taste of what you do.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just take a couple of minutes to guide us into the energy. So if you're watching this, you can either hit the pause button now while you get yourself comfy and sorted and make sure we're not going to be disturbed. And what I'll do is I'll just take us through like a guided meditation into the energy. I'll make it clear when I'm stepping aside, and there will be just, some minutes of silence. And again, just keep bringing yourself back to your heart. If you find your mind going off on a tangent, that's okay, because the mind does that. Just gently bring yourself back into the heart, saying, I choose love, I choose to receive love, I'm here to receive, I'm open. So there will be a good few minutes of silence. And then the light language will come through. It doesn't last always very long. There might be just a couple of periods of light language, and then I'll bring us back out at the end, and we'll do all of this within sort of like 10 minutes, so you can really dive into it, and it's not going to be a huge big deal to receive a healing, because these healings are multidimensional and beyond time, beyond space. So the more you just drop into your heart to receive and to be, the deeper you go. And we don't have to be doing a healing for an hour. I think humans made that up. What I am going to do, just to ensure that I move deep into the space quite quickly, is I'm going to listen to some music. That is the way that I keep my head out of the way and the monkey chatter. So I'll just put my headphones in, and off we'll go. And on the other side of the healing, I'll bring us back together, and then we can just take it from there. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right then. So just getting yourself comfortable, And getting into a position where your body can completely let go and relax. Closing your eyes and just take that first conscious breath deep into your belly. And sigh it out. Release, surrender, and let go. And again, breathe deep into your belly, but this time bring your breath up into your heart space, expanding your ribs, opening up your heart. And release, breathe it out, let go, and letting your shoulders drop. And now just start to consciously breathe through your heart. Long, slow, deep breaths. Just bringing you into this moment. And just be aware of, as your body becomes more deeply relaxed, it feels heavier. So allow yourself to sink into the sofa, the chair, the bed. And just allow yourself to be held and supported. And know that this is the love of Mother Earth holding you in her heart, creating a beautiful grounding and platform for you to fly high from and dive deep within. And with your focus on your heart, just start to see white light coming in as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, see that light spreading through every muscle, every bone, every cell. Every part of your being becoming infused with light. And the more we move into our hearts, the more we expand our hearts, our light strengthens, moves out around us. We feel the limits of our physical body fade. Our surroundings fade into the background. And all there is the light radiating out from every cell of your body and being, through every aspect of your multidimensional presence, illuminated with light, radiant and pure, empowered, compassionate, filled with wisdom and filled with love. And the deeper we are in our hearts, the more we connect with the truth of who we are, and we open to the love beyond words, the love from beyond the stars, and the bliss of being. And as the energy of the star beings begins to build within us and around us, we open ourselves even further to receiving all that we need at this time. And as I now step aside, just allow yourself to drop even deeper into the love. Allow yourself to feel and allow yourself to receive. And so the healing has already begun. So just allowing yourself to feel, allowing any shifts to move through your body, any emotions, any thoughts, realizations, just allowing yourself to be held, to be supported, to be seen, to be known, and to be loved. Just start to deepen your breath, being aware of breathing yourself back into your physical body. And just see yourself breathing this energy, this peace, this love, the empowerment. Just breathe it through from the crown of your head, all the way down through the soles of your feet, grounding this healing, grounding your presence. Beginning to move your fingers, your toes, roll your shoulders. And we always send our thanks to our human selves, higher selves, star beings, for this moment of connection, love, and healing to bring us home to our hearts. Taking a deep breath in. And as you breathe it out, just gently opening your eyes and just have a look around you to see the world through the lens of love and through the power of love, and to know yourself as love.
Thank you, Sally. That I feel very very in my body, and yeah, just really good. That was really beautiful. And I love that it didn't take, like you said, it doesn't need to take a long time. Like I could already feel that very strongly. And I already went in a very short period of time onto different levels of feelings and sensations and awareness. So that was very powerful to experience it in such a short period of time. And obviously people that haven't experienced it on a longer journey, this was so powerful already, but also when you get to experience it for a bit longer, like this, even more depth to that.
Yeah. Because you really get, when people come in for a healing, for a channeling, they might have had to rush in. So everybody needs time to land. And also it's time for me to connect with them as well, because it's a very personal experience. So it's all about the connection between me and them, but also the star beings and the energy that comes through. And sometimes we just need time to really come into it and to let go. And so I think time is important, but also we can have these really powerful short experiences as well. There's no one way. There's no one way to this. Every time is different. Every time.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you. If, let's say, people would be like, oh my God, I could feel that, and they would want to learn more about what you do, or I mean, what is it that you offer? How do you work with people?
Okay, so I do one-to-ones. I offer half hours and hours. So there's the one-to-one experience, and within that you have an extended experience of today, but also the star beings will speak and share guidance in English. And there may also be the visual connection as well. Sometimes they open my eyes and there's like that visual connection, and that's been very powerful for some people.
What do you mean
so
by
that
connection? What does that mean?
Okay, so when I'm in trance, they open my eyes, and from the gift of the internet, people look into my eyes, and people have seen light codes come through. They felt as if there's like silent messages coming through. They've seen light around me, and it also really deepens the connection, because it's like a direct experience. So you open your eyes and it feels like you're being pulled into sort of like a tunnel, apparently. So it's a deepening. It's another way to deepen the connection and feel the energy.
Yeah, and actually, as you say that, I have seen you open in past channels. I have seen you open your eyes, I think, twice, and you can see it's like there's something else. Like it's amazing. Like you can see you channeling, and it's obviously still you, but there's just there's a different depth to your eyes.
Yeah, I've looked, I don't always listen back to what was shared, and I've seen myself with my eyes open, and the first time it was like, oh gosh, because it's not me, it's me, but it's not me. So yes, that's just another way that they come through to connect and share the vibration and the love with people. So that's one-to-ones. I also have a membership group, which I absolutely love, because the one-to-ones are a wonderful in-depth personal experience, but it's like a one-off. But the membership group gives you the chance to enjoy 2 channelings a week within a group environment. And there's always replays, because not everybody can always attend. But it just means that energy, this energy and this love and this high vibration is supporting you the whole time. So you've got continual opportunities to come in and feel the support of the star beings, receive a healing, whether it's a clearing or whether it's an upgrade or whether it's a release. There's healing continually there. And I also do sort of like Monday live streams, which is I use the Illumination Oracle cards, and we do some work around a healing focus for the week. And the other channeling is a Zoom call. And then there's stuff in between as well. You get a monthly email with a dedicated channeled healing and message, and there's a video healing in that, and there's a month ahead reading in that. So there's a whole extension to being in the membership group, but it's to give you that vessel, that safe space to heal, to thrive, to rise, to come into yourself, but also have that sacred space for you, for your well-being and your healing. And that's run through a Facebook group. And that's really very good value in comparison to a one-to-one. And you got the community as well, which is great.
And how much is the monthly subscription?
For the Healing Collective, at the moment, I have it on offer at £35 a month. So for less than a muffin and a a great big latte, you can have 2 healings and channelings and loads of multi-dimensional magic in your life. Yeah.
Very high value. And I
Yeah.
think, I personally, I mean, I've had both the one-on-one and the group ones, and I think they actually really go beautifully hand in hand, because the one-on-one is like really your own journey where you feel really held in what you do. And then having the group one is just like, it's a continuous way of growing and connecting with yourself. So I think
Yes.
that both of them connect really well together. Yeah.
Thank you. And if you come into the membership, then there is the discount on the one-to-one as well. So you'll always have access to a really good rate for the one-to-one. So I've really hope I've created something special where everybody's got something that suits their lifestyle, suits their circumstances, and they can find something that will help them to heal and to really move forward in life. And I'm there as support as well, in a grounded real way. There's no fluff. We have fun too.
Absolutely, lots of giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So what we'll do is we'll put the link below so people can reach out to you, whether it's for one-on-one session or join the membership group, and all the details will be put in there.
Lovely.
Right. Well,
Thank you
if
so much.
anybody else has any questions for you guys, they can just reach out to you directly.
Absolutely. They can, my website is channelinglove.com, 2 N's, 2 L's. And I'm on Facebook, my personal profile, Sally Claridge. I do have a business page that I'm not very good at keeping up, but it's there. And so please just do reach out. And the email is sally@channelinglove.com. So yeah, get in touch. I'm here for you. And just thank you so much, Nathalie, for inviting me to come and share with you.
Yeah, my pleasure. And thank you for having this conversation with me and giving us all the opportunity to learn more about how we can become more authentic in ourselves and connect to that true deep love in ourselves. So yeah, so valuable, and I feel like so needed.
Yeah, it really is at this time. And with so many women coming into their power and realizing what that power is, it's not the feminist power, it's the power of the heart, it's the true love, it's like you said, the authenticity and who we truly are, the goddess energy, the divine feminine, so many labels, but it all comes down to our truth as beings of light and beings of love.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautifully said. Lovely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Sally, and thank you to everybody who's been listening and watching.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Nathalie. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.